Hey, what's up, guys? How you guys doing? I'm on right now. It's a little bit early, so I'll wait for a minute. Yeah, wait for a little minute. Hey, what's up, guys? Okay. Where we at here? We're almost there. 15 seconds. Like a minute 15. We're gonna see what's happening. What's happening? What's happening? Hey, all right, cool. Hey, live. Cool. Let's get it popping. Hey, what's up, guys? Jeff Hanson here. We was gonna wait for a couple of people to start, but we are going to start on time. 20 seconds. Then we're gonna start dropping the content. Let me say really quickly that okay. I appreciate all of you guys. Appreciate anyone that shows up. Appreciate all these kind of things. Yes, mic working. Cool, cool, cute, 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 cute. Oh, wait a second. Just do. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm entering the studio live. This is interesting. Okay. Anyway. All right, cool. Yes. Hello. Okay, cool. All right. This is I'm still getting used to StreamYard. I don't really I'm not all okay. Okay, I'm not really all up on it like anyway, some people. But anyway, let's start. Hey guys, how you doing? Jeff Hanson here, aka the Silver Fox. Okay, I'm really excited about the show today. This is actually our third show, and we really got some good content today. Something that's really going to be exciting. It is the secret that actually my mentor shared with me, and others have shared with me that highly successful people that I mentor with, and they said this one principle, Jeff, will 5 times your productivity, your ability to um, accomplish what you need to accomplish, do what you need to do. It will 5 times it, meaning times you'll accomplish 5 times as much. And it's really changed my life when I started adapting it and applying it. One of the things first I want to say is that thank you for showing up. Thank you for coming to the to the live show, and let's get to it. And remember, at the end, you stay to the end, you get a free gift. Guarantee you, the gift is going to change your life. It's really going to be valuable. Any kind of resources I have that I can share for free, I will. If there's a little price attached, I will let you know exactly what it is. Okay. Now, this is the TBYE, the best you ever. And what we do is here, we believe that if we help you become the best you've ever been, you'll build your best life ever. I'm gonna put my watch up over here because it kind of distracts me when I have it on my arm. Okay, so first things first. Okay, in this particular live, we're going to into the principle that will 5 times increase your ability to produce, to accomplish your goals, and get you on your way to becoming the best you ever. We're going to share that principle with you. We're going to explain it so much so that you will be able to implement it tomorrow, tonight even. Okay. The best part about it is that once you start applying it, you're going to see almost immediate differences in what you accomplish, what you're able to do, your dreams, how they'll expand simply because you're applying this principle. It is amazing. one of the things I like to say, and I like to tell everyone, a lot of people know me through the gym, working out and things like that. Yes, I'm a personal trainer and all this kind of stuff. And some people know me from the church. Some people knows me, just me, because I meet people everywhere I go. But the number one thing is I had my background is that, I was homeless and I went all of that through that, sleeping in, on the streets and the trains in New York City and all this kind of stuff, homeless veteran. But what was crazy and what was so amazing about that was I wasn't on drugs, didn't have mental problems, but I ended up homeless on the streets. And as I was sitting back and the epiphany moment came, I'll tell you right now, the epiphany moment came when I saw a man and a woman on the train that was quote unquote successful, dressed nice and whatever. And I had to ask myself, Jeff, what's the difference between you and him? Why does he have the car, he has the suit, the tie, the money in the bank and all this kind of stuff, and you don't? And I came to understand that it was simply because of what I knew and what he knew and what I didn't know. What he believed and what I didn't believe. Simple as that. Okay. So it got to the place where I said, all right, we got to make some changes. If we don't make some changes, we going to be old and decrepit, sleeping on the trains. Okay. So I had 2 books in my bag. One was Think and Grow Rich. It was a book that I had bought off the street, actually. The covers ripped and all this kind of stuff. But I had remembered the book from when I was in the Marine Corps, so I wanted it. And it just was sitting in my bag, and also the Bible. Raised up in the church, so on and so forth. So you have a tendency to run back to God. When you make your mistakes and when your life ain't going the way you want it to go, you have a tendency to run to God. Okay, well, I was in the church, and what was good about that was I was surrounded with people that believed, had better self-esteem than me. They were making more money than me. They were doing things in their career more than, better than me. So I was like, wow, that's crazy. So just me being around them started changing my idea of who I was. I had a pastor who actually believed in my potential. He believed in what I could be, what I could become. And so when he would preach, I started believing what he believed about me. And I will always say that your potential indicates your ability, but it doesn't indicate how much you'll apply, how much you'll use in your life to change your life. Now, the what indicates what you will do that will actually change your life is your belief. So most of what I do in training and what I'm doing on this broadcast is I want you to believe more than you currently believe about yourself. When I train my clients, that's the number one thing I did. I would take them and show them that they're much stronger than they actually believe. And of course, fighting, kicking, and scratching, when you come up against somebody's belief system and what they've been programmed to believe, you better know, you better be ready for a fight, because people hold on to those beliefs. It's normal. You're going to struggle with it. One of the things that changed my whole ideology and changed my whole life was when I started changing my belief system, when I started really focusing on what the real problem was. The problem was not racism or something else around me. The problem was what I believed. I didn't believe I should have a nice apartment, or believe I should have a nice car, or believe I should have enough money in the bank. I didn't believe those things. And because I didn't believe them, guess what? Because I didn't believe them, oh, okay. Because I didn't believe them, it didn't happen. Let me do this. you know, I didn't believe it. And because I didn't believe it, it never happened. So what I would say to you and what I would say to others is that always understand it is your belief that indicates what you will do and what you won't do. And when you change that, everything changes, man. Everything changes. So let's get into, I was trying to, give a little introduction to kind of wait for some people to show up. But now let's get into the source content, the most important part. First things first was I was talking to you about beliefs, right? Changing your beliefs. How do you change that belief? How do you reprogram your mind? Well, you have to now put yourself in an environment that's greater than what you believe and what you're usually seeing. Because what you're doing is you're going on a deep-seated program. And the program, what we call the program, programs that are deep-seated in the subconscious mind are paradigms. It's the way you see things. And if you don't change the way you see things, you'll never change your beliefs. And if you never change your beliefs, then you never change what you do. You understand? The more you believe in what you can do, the more you accomplish. Okay? So let's start talking about that. Let's talk about, first of all, the principle I'm going to tell you about is you have to be willing, listen to this, and you can write it down if you want. You have to be willing to do something bad before you can do it good. I know it seems like, it may seem like it may seem very, very, very simple, but it's really not. When you honestly are willing to do something bad before you can do it good, I can tell you right now, it'll change what you can learn. It'll change how big your dream is. It'll change where you go, how much you travel. It will change who you date, who you leave in your life, who you leave out of your life. It will change the money you can make. It will change the car you can drive. It will change your address. It changes everything. Because now, one of my mentors said to me, he said, Jeff, I can almost tell you how far you can go with what you're trying to do. And what it simply is what he's really saying is, and I asked him, I said, what do you mean by that? He said, well, two things. He says, one, let me know, who do you listen to? I said, what? He said, who do you listen to? I said, well, up until I started reprogramming myself, I would listen to my family, my friends, people around me. He says, okay, how many of them are making six figures? How many of them are doing six figures in their life? Driving the car you want to drive, living the lifestyle you want to live. I said, well, not many of them. I said, okay. He said, not many or none. I said, well, really none. He said, okay then. So why are you putting them in a position to influence your thinking? Because if they're in an arena where they're constantly, you're engaging them, they're going to influence your thinking. I said, never thought about that. He said, exactly. That's why you ended up on the train, Jeff. That's why you ended up homeless. He said, I meet people and have people in my life on purpose. I said, okay. That's principle number one. Check your environment. Your mindset and what you believe about you is going to be colored and influenced by those you keep in your circle and who you listen to, whether it's online, whether it's on TV, television, whether it's you read in the newspaper, what books you read, or people that's around you, people in your environment. So I said, that's principle number one. That was crazy. I was like, okay. Two, he said, what is your teachability index? And I said, my teachability index? What do you mean my teachability index? He said, well, your teachability index indicates how good a student you are. I said, oh, I'm a good student. Without even thinking about it. He said to me, I could tell by the speed at which you answered me, you didn't think about the question. I said, what? He said, I can tell. He said, for instance, you would never have been homeless if you was a great student. I said, what do you mean by that? He said, well, when people share stuff with you, Do you take it and apply it, or do you just listen to it? And, just be honest. I don't, I'm not, keep it real with you. I take it and I just listen to it. He says, exactly. He said, thank you for being honest. You're not a good student. Your teachability index is really low. He said, you have to take stuff, glean from it. It's like a college course, man. Without the coursework and without the school around you, you have to take that stuff, dissect it, and put it into a principle that you can apply it to your life. Like even what I'm telling you right now. I said, okay. He said, that's 2. Last but not least, he said, okay. Now, you have to constantly be expanding. And this all goes under doing something bad until you can do it good. You have to constantly be expanding your dream, your vision, and your goals for yourself. Constantly. Because that's going to expand. And remember, the source of all that is people don't dream big because they're not willing to do something bad until they could do it good to get the dream. That's where the source information comes from. You have to be willing to do something bad until you can do it good. Like the me I am today doing this live stream and doing these shows, come back and check in 30 days or in 2 weeks, I'll be even better. In 30 days, I'm gonna be really better. In 3 months, I'm gonna be even better. A year from now, I'm gonna be like on a basically professional level. But why? Because I was willing to do it bad. I'll tell you right now, you go to my first show and go to this one. Oh my God, night and day. Why? Because I was willing to do it bad until I could do it good. And it doesn't matter, whether people are seeing it, this, that, and the other. It's all this for me is because I have to admit, my information, my show, what I'm doing might not even be good enough for an audience yet. Check that out. So I have to be willing to do it bad until I can do it good. Okay. Now, I'm going to stay on here about 5 minutes to answer any questions about some of the coursework, but I'm going to talk about, now let me share some stuff. Anybody comes on, if you're watching the replay, hit hashtag replay. And if you watch it all, I will make sure you get the free gift. The free gift today would be a copy, an audio book, free audio book, Think and Grow Rich. Now, there's some people have already gotten it. If you've gotten it, say, I got it already, I will send you a copy, a free copy of Think and Grow Rich, The Legacy, which is the Think and Grow Rich as a movie. It is amazing, okay? But you have to hit replay, and if you have Think and Grow Rich, the book already, I'll send you the movie, the audio book, and you just hit, say, I got it already, or just write legacy, hashtag legacy, okay? So one of the questions I get when I share this particular information is, what do you mean do something bad until you can do it good? I say, well, and does that pertain to fitness? And I'm like, well, it does. Because have you ever went to the gym and saw somebody lifting, but they never get stuck? They always got enough strength and they knocking it out and everything like that. Well, the question is, why do they keep doing what they know they can do? If you want your body to grow and become, if you want to get bigger, you want to get stronger, you want to get harder, you have to go into an area that you're unfamiliar with. You have to come out of your comfort zone. Because you come out of your comfort zone, that's going to be a whole nother world for you. That's going to be a whole nother world for you. And sometimes you're going to get stuck. And sometimes it's going to be a lot harder for you. You see what I'm saying? So that's really what it's about. Okay? Because the more you do that, the greater you're going to grow, the better you're going to become, the louder, the stronger you're going to become. That's what makes that so powerful and so strong. Because once you do that, oh yeah, now you're that good student where you're applying it. And is this embarrassing sometimes? That's if you're really concerned about what people think. People are gonna talk about you if you do good. They're gonna talk about you if you do bad. Man, just do good. Then don't worry about people. Just keep moving. Just keep moving forward and upward, because that's what's gonna take you to that next level, over and over and over. Like we in the last show, we talked about consistency. If you're just consistent, you're going to get better and better and better and better and better. And the more skills you acquire through your consistency at whatever you're doing, especially the things that you're willing to be bad at until you get good at, you stay consistent with it, you're going to get better. And the better your skills, the better your compensation. The better I got at working out, the more results and the better results I got. See what I'm saying? The more I ran, the more I could run, the better I could run. And that's just a law of the universe. Consistency adds like carbon to steel, makes you better and better and better and better. There's a skill level that you have to get paid for what you do. That's why people go back to college, to increase their skills so that they can get a raise and so on and so forth. So the more you do anything, the more your skill level goes up, the more skillful and more valuable you are to the marketplace. And the more valuable you are to the marketplace, that's when your compensation changes. See, because you can't increase, like people say, I get paid by the hour. You really don't get paid by the hour. You get paid by your value. The value that they put on your hour. That's what you get paid by. So ask yourself, can you increase the amount of hours that you have? No. Everyone has 24/7. But here's where the crux is. And one of my mentors, Jim Rome, said this. He says, but can you increase your value? That's a resounding yes. Some people value is $10 an hour. They work at McDonald's, $10, $12 an hour, whatever. They work at McDonald's, fast food restaurants, whatever. So some people value $15 an hour. They work at Amazon and UPS, places like that. Some people value is $35 an hour. They're city or government painters and stuff like that. Some people are $75, $80 an hour. Construction workers, so on and so forth. The president value, I think he makes $200,000 a year. That's his value. Now, Bill Gates' value, 5 or 6 billion, maybe 7, 10, 15, 20 billion. Bezos' value, over 300 billion. So concentrate on increasing your value, not your hourly wage. The guy at the gym told me he works 3 jobs. I said, 3 jobs? 3 jobs. I said, brother, if one job ain't gonna do it, then why you go? One job is not enough. So then you're gonna go get more of what is not enough? No, that's not working for you. You have to change that equation. So when you stay consistent in something, you're increasing your value to the marketplace. The more you increase your value to the marketplace, and remember, the more you increase your value to the marketplace, the more compensation, more skills you acquire, and the more skills you acquire and more proficient you get with those skills, that's when your compensation increases. And what is the source of all that? You're willing to do something bad before you do it good, before you can do it good. Michael Jordan kept playing ball, kept playing ball, kept playing ball. Kobe Bryant used to be horrible. He went through the whole summer league, scored no points and 2 rebounds, I think, the whole summer. And he said it wasn't that the competition was so good. He said, no, I was that bad. But now we know him as the Mamba. Why? Because he became one of the greatest players of all times, because he kept working on his skills, Stay consistent at it. His skill level increased, and as his skill level increased, so did his income. So we've been on here almost 25 minutes. Let me give you some information real quick. My free YouTube page, a free Facebook group is 365 Days of Fitness. I post in there every single day. Any questions you may have, any questions, concerns, anything you have with implementation of anything I share with you there, I'm there every single day, and I will definitely answer your questions there. So it's the link is TINYURL.com/365 days of fitness. Okay. It's the Facebook group, YouTube page. If you're watching this, you're part of the YouTube page, but I will give you the link anyway. It's TINYURL.com/official Jeff Hanson. Right. Okay. So let me give you both of those links again. Make sure I got them right. It's for the Facebook group, 365 Days of Fitness. It's TINYURL.com/365 days of fitness, no spaces. And the YouTube page is TINYURL.com/official Jeff Hanson. This is Jeff Hanson, aka the Silver Fox, letting you know that we help you. We give you tips, strategies, and principles that help me become, the best we can be, the best you ever. TBYE, the best you ever. Why? Because the best you ever will create your best life ever. God bless you and may heaven smile upon you. I'll see you guys Monday morning, 7 a.m. Okay? TBYE. Peace. Be blessed, guys.